I love a good upset, whether in politics or sports or even papal elections. I love a good upset when someone kind of comes from behind, somebody that nobody thought well of, and they come along and get a big win. I think about the 1980 U.S. hockey team taking on the Soviet Union, a powerhouse. They'd won 4 straight world championships. The U.S. team comes along, the so-called miracle on ice, a great upset. I think of the 2004 Red Sox down 3-0 in the World Series, and they come back and win 4 straight for their first World Series in a long time. In politics, the 1948 presidential election, Truman defeats Dewey. And our most recent papal election, who would have thought? An American pope coming from behind. What these upsets have in common is that the opponent gets underestimated. When you go into some event and you don't think very well of your opponent, there's a chance for an upset. We underestimate the other. Well, on this Pentecost Sunday, I just want to make the argument that you and I, and we as a church, we as a parish, we vastly underestimate the power of the Holy Spirit in our lives. We do not take the Holy Spirit seriously. We do not call upon the Holy Spirit as often as we can or as often as we should. The church teaches that the Holy Spirit does 3 main things. The Holy Spirit builds, the Holy Spirit animates, and the Holy Spirit sanctifies. In our church, in our parish, in your life, something needs building. Something needs animating. And you better believe that we all need to be sanctified, to be made holy. Elsewhere, we're told that the Holy Spirit softens the hard hearts of God's people. If we have a hard heart, if we're kind of in one of those funks that oftentimes can happen, maybe a hard heart towards a particular person or just towards life in general, the Holy Spirit can soften the hardness of our heart. As we just heard sung in the Pentecost sequence, the Holy Spirit is often seen as fire that comes along to melt the ice of our own hearts. The Holy Spirit comes to, as the sequence says, to warm the chill. The Holy Spirit is powerful, and you and I vastly underestimate what the Holy Spirit can do in the life of the church, in the life of this parish, and in the life of your family. So I want to make it personal for just a moment and talk about the fruits of the Holy Spirit. The fruits of the Holy Spirit are named for us in St. Paul's letter to the Galatians. He lays them out. As you hear these fruits of the Holy Spirit, I want you to think about your own life. To think about kind of where you are in your life of faith, in your relationships. And as I go through this, you may say, gosh, I need all of those. And you do. But my guess is there's going to be 1 or 2 that really stand out, where you're going to say, I need that. I need that particular fruit in my life today. The fruits of the Holy Spirit can be seen as a gift given to us. On the day you were baptized, the Holy Spirit was given to you. was infused into your soul. On the day that you were confirmed, the Holy Spirit was stirred up in a new way in you. The Holy Spirit is given to us every time we go to confession. Every time we come to Mass, it's that same Holy Spirit that the priest calls down upon bread and wine. It's the same Holy Spirit that we just heard about in the Acts of the Apostles that came upon Mary and the apostles as tongues of fire. The same Holy Spirit that was working and active in Rome a month ago when Pope Leo XIV was elected. There's one Holy Spirit, and that Holy Spirit is being given to you every single day as a gift, waiting to be unwrapped. But what often happens is we vastly underestimate the power of the Holy Spirit. And so it's the equivalent of having a gift being given to you, nicely wrapped, and we just simply leave it unopened. We just move on with life saying, I'm sure something awesome is in there. I'll probably open it later. Pentecost is saying, open that gift now. The fruits of the Spirit are here, and they are available to each of us. So here they are, the fruits of the Holy Spirit. Think about your life. Think about your family. Think about your relationships. Which of these do you need the most? St. Paul says to the Galatians, the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Anyone need any of those? You might be saying, I need all of those, right? But my guess is there was one or two where you said, that's the one. So let me just go through them just briefly. These fruits of the Holy Spirit that are available to us, right? The first fruit of the Holy Spirit is love. Think about in your own life, who is difficult to love? Who's really difficult to wish they're good? Maybe it's somebody in your own house. Maybe it's somebody that you work with. Maybe some enemy from the past. Maybe somebody who's not even with us anymore. To be able to say in your prayer, come Holy Spirit, help me to love this person. Give me that fruit of love for this particular person. I think the Holy Spirit loves it when we get very specific. If we say, Lord, help me just to love everyone, that's fine, and that's a good prayer. But I don't think our main problem is loving everyone. Our problem is loving that guy. Our problem is loving her. Come, Holy Spirit, give me the fruit of love. Is there a place in your life where you're lacking joy? Come, Holy Spirit, give me the fruit of joy in the life of my family. Give me joy in the work that you call me to do. Give me joy in my schoolwork. Give me joy in the things that you're calling me to do. Come, Holy Spirit, give me that fruit. Is there anywhere in your life where you are anxious? Maybe some illness, maybe your job, maybe school, maybe family, whatever it may be. Come, Holy Spirit, give me the fruit of peace. Give me the fruit of peace in this particular thing in my life. Are you impatient? Come, Holy Spirit, give me patience with my children, with my spouse. Come, Holy Spirit, give me patience with my elderly parent that I care for. Even just something simple like driving. I hear your confessions. I know that everyone else is a really bad driver. Come, Holy Spirit, give me patience when I'm on the road. Give me patience in traffic. Is there anyone to whom you're not very kind? Maybe it's the homeless. Maybe it's a particular person. Come, Holy Spirit, give me the fruit of kindness towards this particular person. Help me to be kind to them, even if they haven't been kind to me. Generosity. Is there an area of your life in which you're selfish, in which you're stingy, in which you know it's something you ought to be doing, and you don't do it out of a lack of generosity? Come, Holy Spirit, give me the fruit of generosity to do the things that I'm supposed to do. Faithfulness. Give me the fruit of the Holy Spirit in areas in which I'm unfaithful. In my family life, in my work, in some aspect of the faith. Lord, give me the fruit of faithfulness. Gentleness. Think of somebody that maybe recently you've been harsh to, or you've kind of snapped at them. They didn't deserve it. Maybe you didn't mean it, but they always kind of bring that out in you. When they walk in the room, your blood pressure goes up. When they walk in the room, you think, this is not going to be good, right? Lord, give me the fruit of gentleness towards that particular person. And finally, self-control. Is there an area of your life that's out of control, where you're not able to do what you're supposed to do because of some addiction or some oncoming addiction? Come, Holy Spirit, give me self-control to not look at my phone so often, to not always have to watch the news. Give me self-control in this particular area of my life. All of these things are things that we want, but things that just the sheer willpower of our own lives is not going to cut it. And so God gives us himself in the Holy Spirit and these particular fruits to help us, to help bring about our virtuous life, to help bring about our salvation. So listen to these one more time and take these to heart in this Mass and as you go out this week. Pick one or two and ask the Holy Spirit for that particular fruit in your life. They are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Come, Holy Spirit, warm our hearts, melt the chill. May we never underestimate your power.